Okay, so let's start this session. So yesterday, like we have seen these record types. So how we can create like record types and what is the benefit, okay, for creating these record types. We have discussed all those. Can all mute yourself? Anyone having any doubt? Okay, fine. So okay, so if I have a business like which actually identifies okay with the different business processes, then okay, so we can create some sort of record types. Those record types we need to assign to a specific layout. So then only when this user okay creates data, so based on that record type one, so he will be able to see only that layout type one. So if okay is clicking like record type two, so he will be able to see layout type two. So what we need to do, we have to assign this record type to the specific layout, and that will be based on profile for that user. Okay, so this is clear, right? So everyone, so yesterday like we have seen how to do that also. So if you go to patients, okay, we have seen like okay multiple record types, South America patient, North America patient, and we have also seen like how to create a new view. Okay, so these views like we have created yesterday. So how to create these, and okay, so how to create like, so almost okay we have seen like custom fields and relationships, and then we have gone through okay page layouts. We created different page layouts and we assigned those page layouts to specific profiles. So then only okay those profiles can see that profile, can only like those profiles can be seen these page layouts. Okay, first we need to create a new page layout, and that page layout should be assigned to that profile, then only they can able to see. So if I want to create a record type, so if I want to create a record type, first we need to have a page layout first. Okay, so we have to have a page layout. So then only we okay later we can create a record type. We have to assign that page layout. Let's take okay, I am creating some sort of record type North America patients. So if I want to connect this record type, I need to have a page layout. Okay, so that means okay first we need to create a page layout, and then so we have to create a record type, and then okay so this record type should be assigned with the specific page layout. Okay, so which we want. So likewise when user logs in, when user selects this North America patients, so he will be able to see only North America patient layout. Okay, if it is already available, if it is assigned, how we can just quickly see that. So whether okay which assignment has enabled for which record type we can see. Okay, by default master record type will be there. So if you don't create anything, so default will be like master okay record type. And even if you can see like in master, so if you go to like system administrator, you can see North America patients layout. That means okay if you are not selecting anything, so by default okay it will take consider that record type as North America patients layout. Okay, but in case if you are selecting North America patients record type, this is the record type. So for this system administrator, so this is North America patients. Okay, if, in case like if you are selecting South America patients, so in that case like for this system administrator, this is South America patients layout. Let's take, if I just modify this something like this. Okay, so for this is system administrator profile. So if I change okay this South America patients layout, I have told you right like one selected, zero changed, to North America patients, what will happen? Can anyone tell me like what will happen? So I'm changing okay for this record type South America patients with North America patients layout. So what will happen? So anyone, someone unmuted. Can anyone tell me?
It's totally changed that South America like.
Sorry. So at this like system administrator, so I have changed okay. So this North America patient layout, but the record type is like South America patients. So if I save this, like what will happen? So in the database. It's a simple concept. Okay, so when user logs in, so he will be able to see record type first, right? So when user clicks that record type, so he can select North America patient or South America patient, right? So this is clear, right? So when user selects, let's take South America patients, if you are saving this with North America patient layout, so what will happen? So those users can only see, okay, these North America patients layout, like what and all fields available, what and all related list which is available, and what and all buttons which are available, all only can be seen by the system administrator for this North America patients layout only. So they can only see North America patients layout, even if they are selecting South America patients. But back end, like what we are doing, so we are changing this to North America patients layout. So then what happened? So which is a wrong thing like we are doing, right? So did you get my point? So we have created some sort of North America patients record type, but we are selecting North America patients layout. So that means we are assigning it in a wrong manner. So it will be displaying only North America patients information, not South America. Right? So is it clear? So I'm not changing it. So I just want to showcase how we can just do it. And you can just go through each object level. So record type, and then you can assign different layouts. First we need to have a layout if you want to create a record type, and then you have to assign for a speed. Each record type you have to assign the page layout, so that the users when they create a record. So let's take if I'm creating a new record. So previously we were not able to see this, right? Now we are able to see, and which is a mandatory also, you have to select at least one. So North America or South America. So right now we created two, and when you continue, so for this South America, this layout is different, and North America, the layout would be different. So if you are creating this record, already we have created so multiple records yesterday. So and within this list view, tab view also we have added, I guess. So for this like payments, we have not added tab view. You can also try adding multiple fields here. Yesterday I have showcased you how to create that. So tab view also, and you can go through it. So you can just, if you just click go, so this is a list view actually. So this is a different list view, and we created like multiple list views, NA record views separately, so which is a filtered data. So how we can filter, you can just create a new view, or like if you want to create a new view, so you just need to go to all views, or simply, or in the same page also you can just create new view, and you can add some name and unique name, and then all patient info if you want to showcase, or my patient info means like what and all records you created, so with your user. So maybe you can create only like 10 records or 20 records from your user. So only those you can see. But if you place all patient info, let's take Shiva logged in, so Shiva can create 100 records. So Nandini can create like 1,000 records. Likewise, multiple people so can create multiple records. So all these records can be seen, like if I place like all patient info, and then you can also select so what and all the conditions, like you can mention here, like doctor, I need only a specific doctor, or so I want only something called so record type based also. When you create record type, then only you can able to see the record type. Where it is, record type, yeah, this one, record type. So you can just see not equals to. So I'm mentioning so nothing I'm mentioning, simply I'm just saying record type not equal to null. That means, so it will showcase all the so fields, like all the records which are not equal to null. That means it will showcase all the records, at least it should be connected with some record type. So those records only will be seen here. And you can also modify the fields, like which fields you want to showcase, and visible only to me or visible to all users. Likewise, you can create multiple list views. Yesterday we have seen this also, how to create list views, how to create tab views. When you click tab, by default, like you can see all these fields, and you can like segregate data likewise. So instead of going individually, so no need to go individually and check all the statuses. So directly you can go, and when you click this record, specific record, this is the layout. If you want to just edit, you can just customize this page, or you can just edit layout, so that you can just add multiple fields or multiple sections, blank spaces if you want, or you can add buttons, or you can add like related list if you have like another child record. So you can add all shared records here, like these are all the childs. If you want to just add some sort of notes and attachments, so these notes and attachments can also be added for this related list. Like if you have like something, a document, if you want to just upload like Excels, all these, like you can just save and you can just submit. For this patient, so we can have like multiple documents also, right? Like there can be scanners, or can be like prescribed medicines or something. Okay, so those like we can add here like as an attachment. So this will be showcased, okay, for a single patient. So this is all the information, okay, so which we can capture. Okay, so this is the record, actually we call it as. So all, okay, all are aware, right? So all the terminologies like which we are using: app, tab, s object, fields, data, record, record type, page layout, right? So everyone is clear, right? Like search layout, what is a search layout? So what is a list view? What is a tab view? Right? All you can see, all you can control at the object level. So if you just go to object, so you can see all the terminologies here. Like, so this is the customized object which we created, and these are all the standard fields. These are the custom fields and relationships. And then, okay, so this is about like page layout. You have to assign, once it is created, you have to assign that, okay, so to a specific profile. And then, okay, so this key field sets we will be discussing when we come to development part. Okay, so I'll showcase like how we can utilize this field sets also. And okay, it's compact layouts, which is nothing but simple layout only. And these are the search layout here, like I told you at something patient info tab. Okay, so when you click a tab, so these are all the fields which will be visible. Okay, so when someone clicks something, okay, search results on the top. Okay, so if someone like searching it, so if you want to only showcase this patient info number, you can only showcase that, or you can just edit it. You can add like multiple fields also. Likewise, lookup dialects. Okay, when you are just creating, okay, some sort of lookup. Okay, so they, in that case, like you're able to see only patient info number, right? So you can also modify. Try all these. Okay, so if you have like any questions, you can come up and edit anytime. So these I don't want to focus much. Okay, so these are like simple changing only. You can just try. Okay, have a try. And buttons also, like we can create a new button, new actions. Okay, we will anyways, like we will be discussing this in development part, right? So record types, like we have seen, so we can create a new record type, and specifically this will be considering the business processes. Based on the business process for a single profile, so we will control the data. So for controlling that data, so we will create like multiple record types. This each record type which actually should be assigned with a single page layout. Okay, so that like when user logs in, so he will be able to see that specific page layout, right? So likewise, we can control, and you can also see, okay, how many limits, okay, at object level. So we do have, so all these, okay, so you can also see for a single object. So this is for like developer edition. So it can be different from different, okay, licensings. And now, okay, so if anyone having any questions, like ask any question. Otherwise, look, we will start the other topic. Anyone having any questions related to all the topics like which we covered till yesterday, till record types? No. Okay. Okay, fine. So now, okay, so let's discuss about this like validation rules. Okay, how we'll create validation rule within the system. And okay, so these report types and everything. Yeah. So yesterday, like we were trying to just query this, right? Like, okay, let me just quickly query this. So, okay, I want all the patients info which are assigned to any one of the record type. At least one record type should be available. So how we can query? So, okay, this is the patient info. This is the patient info. Let me just, where can I check that? So where can we check if you want to just do some coding, or okay, so for select query, I need to go to developer console. Okay, so this is the query, like, okay, we are writing here. So this is a select, and okay, so which is from, so this is the like basic structure, and these are all the fields again and again I'm telling. And so if I want to just, okay, this is this doctor, which is a lookup. If I want to just get only doctor's information, I have to write like this. But okay, so if I want some information from the doctor, let's take, okay, doctor can have doctor name. So can you guys, like, do you have any doubts? Someone unmuted. Guys, like if you have any doubt, then only unmute yourself. Right, so this is this doctor, which is a lookup to this patient. So if I just write like doctor _C, you will get ID, but name if you want to get, so you have to write like this, okay, doctor _or, so which is actually referencing to this, okay, doctor lookup field. So which is referencing, and then So you can pull the information. Okay, let's take if you want doctor's information name, and let's take if you want doctor's designation. So you need to know, okay, so what is the API name for this, like designation underscore C. If it is a customized, we have to add like double underscore C. If it is standard, so you don't need to enter double underscore C. Okay, so but in our case, okay, so doctor, this is name is a standard field, so that is why I'm just writing dot name, and here like designation double underscore C from patient info. This is the actual object. Okay, I'm just fetching the information, and here, okay, so what I was checking, I was checking at least one doctor should be there. Okay, so doctor should not be null, not equals to null. Doctor should be available. So this is the one query. Maybe designation is not available. So we have to go to that object first. Doctor. I have to get, okay, so what is the API name for the doctor? Doctor designation. Yeah, it is something called like doctor. Doctor also there. So I'm querying like parent information. So from parent information, if I want to query from the child, so I have to write like this, okay, double underscore or and then field. And here like where clause, what I'm mentioning, it should connect with at least one doctor. So you can see, okay, all doctors are available. So at least one doctor which is connected. Total 8 records like we got. Let me check, okay, so how many total records? So total records also 8. Okay, so what I'm doing now, so I'm just simply, okay, so removing this doctor dot name. Okay, maybe this ID I'll be removing. For this record number 2 means patient 4. I'm just removing this. If it is a master detail, we cannot remove this. So if it is a lookup, okay, we can remove. Yeah, so it is removed means, okay, which is a lookup. Now refresh the grid. So let me execute it again. Yeah, so it is anyways like total 8 records. And if you come here, okay, not equal to null, if you can check, okay, refresh the grid, you'll be having only 7 records because one record we have removed, right? So parent, okay, the lookup, which is connected with one doctor, I have removed. So we can see only like 7 records. Okay, so with this query. Likewise, now I want to check a record type. So how we can check? So I want to check, okay, whether that record type is available. Only those records I want to fetch. So how we can fetch? Can anyone tell me? Right now, okay, I have showcased only for doctor. Now I want to fetch based on record type. Anyways, okay, we have to write this where clause first. Where should be there, and then okay, so doctor. So instead of doctor, which field we want to check? So we want to check record type. So record type. Okay, either like number you can add, or otherwise I mentioned right like yesterday also, it should be record type ID. So it is a standard field, record type ID. And okay, if you want to just check this also on this, okay, information, you can just add like one more comma, and then so this is the record type ID. This record type ID not equal to null simply. Okay, so that means you can just fetch all the records. At least, okay, it should have like a record type ID. At least it should have a record type, at least one record type. Means otherwise like it will have only one record type. So that is should, but okay, so for that record, it should have a record type. So there may be, okay, some records like which cannot have like record type. From patient info. What is it? Record, okay. Spelling mistake. Record type ID. Record type ID. Yeah, we got like 4. Okay, so this is the query I'm using. So with this, okay, we can check like all, okay, it is connected with these records which are connected with this record type ID. But okay, we cannot understand. So if we like specify ID, and for that, like I'm just okay querying this with another field called dot name. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yes,
I need
Shiva.
only doctor designations. How can I write the syntax?
Doctor,
Doctor designation.
doctor designation, where you want.
Yeah, I need only the doctor designation.
Doctor designation records.
Yeah. How can I
It
write
should,
that syntax?
yeah, you want doctor designation, like it should have like at least one doctor designation. So that is what like we want to ask.
Yes.
Okay. So in that case, instead of this like record type ID, you have to just mention this doctor or dot doctor designation. So because you are an patient info, right? So
Okay.
you are in patient info, but you are checking for doctor. Okay. So at least doctor designation. So you have to write like this doctor or, okay. So it will be checking for the parent, and then, so this is the doctor designation. So for that, okay, again, it has to go to parent, and yet it has to go to doctor designation field. So instead of this record type ID, you have to mention this field, and not equal to null is same. Okay, got it?
Okay.
Yeah, you can try with this. Okay, so like this. So this is the one field. This is the field. You have to try here, like instead of this record type ID. So record type ID and record type dot name. Okay, so this is also a standard field. So which is referring, okay, again, another lookup, which is also like kind of lookup only. So yeah, you can see like, okay, so this record ID, which is a unique identifier within the Salesforce. Okay, I have already showcased like how you can check this also, right? So this is the unique identifier for this 7. So which is connected with North America patient. One is connected with South America patient. So likewise, okay, you can see multiple. And let me just check, okay, how many total records we have within patient info. So I'm not writing any, okay, where clause. So it will display all the records here. Total 8 records. Out of 8 records, if you can see, okay, these are all nulls, okay, record type ID, which are not available here. So if you want to just, okay, give one sort of record type from the backend, you need to have any ID, okay. So let's take, okay, if you want like North America patients, if you want to just connect, okay, to okay, number 4, to the patient, okay, number 4, like if you want to connect. So for this North America patient, you need to have this ID, okay. So this ID, okay, based on this like record type ID, you have to get, okay. So you can get this like, and for this 4, just update this, okay. So copy paste, and then what will happen? So for this 4, again, okay, so this record type will be appended, okay. So save these rows and simply, and just refresh. So now you can see, okay, so for this 4th also, this North America patient's record type, which is connected. Okay, now total 8 records. And if you just query this again, so if you just refresh this, like with this query, so with this query where record type ID not equal to null, previously 4 records only, right? Previously 4. Now how many records it will show? 5 records, because we have just updated, right? So this one, 4th one. So now, okay, it will be showing all this. So this is how, okay, you can just check from the backend, and you can either update, okay, or you can just modify the data. Likewise, you can write like, okay, where clauses. So this is a simple where clause that I've just given. So this is only a simple where clause. Okay, we will also discuss more complex where clauses also in future. So this we call it as SOQL, SOQL, okay, Salesforce Object Query Language. So we will be using in development, but okay, anyways, like for the familiar purpose, I'm just using this. So we have seen this, okay, such layout list views, okay, related list filters, like all, okay, we have seen. So now let's discuss about, so do you guys like have any doubts? Everything, I guess, clear, right? So you just need to, okay, do testing, or okay, you just need to create some sort of data with these like record types, and you have to assign, okay, those record types with the page layout, so that you will be understanding very clearly. Okay, so now let's jump into our, okay, so main topic for today. So that is like validation rules. So have you come across like with anything, okay, so when you're just creating some sort of data, so let's take, okay, if I'm just creating developer.salesforce.com. So if you're just creating, okay, initially like we have created, right, when you sign up to Salesforce. So you can see, okay, the first name, I'm not giving any data, like simply I'm signing up. Okay, what will happen? So it will be throwing all the information, right? Like, okay, so it is required. First name is required, last name is required. Okay, so email is required, role is required. Like, okay, so almost all are required here. Okay, so if you don't mention this, okay, you will not be allowed to enter into the database, right? It will not be saved as a record. So it will not be saved as a record. Okay, so what we are doing here, so what Salesforce is doing here, so it is just okay acquiring all the information which is required for their business and which is mandatory, and okay, so for their purpose. So if they want to okay even like track later also, if they need this information. Okay, they need like first name, last name. Okay, so this is email, and it is also checking okay whether they are giving a wrong okay corrected input or okay different input. Let's take okay they have mentioned here example, they have mentioned name at the rate your company. So what I was trying, okay, so user is trying only giving some username, okay, ABC. So what it is saying, immediately it is saying enter a unique username. Username must be in that format, email address. So we'll have like only 10 minutes left. Okay, so again we have to rejoin. So it is saying, okay, so ABC, enter a unique username like this. Okay, so within this format only. Otherwise, okay, it will not allow you, even like if you try multiple times, it will not allow you to create this data. So within the system, okay, so it should have like proper structure. So then only, so if you write okay multiple times, even like if you give all the details, but okay, so the format should also be correct. So likewise, okay, we can control the data. Likewise, we can control the data. So within the system, so it will okay validates the actual data which is provided by the end user as per the business. Okay, so as per the business needs, so it will validate the data. So if anything okay wrong data, so it will check whether that data is right or wrong. Okay, so is it right or wrong? Okay, so it will check. Okay, so it's right or wrong. So it will just validate okay whether the data is sufficient for this business needs or not. Okay, so it will check that data, and accordingly, so what it will do, it will throw an error. Okay, so we have to write some sort of logic, or we have to write some sort of message. Okay, so after that logic, then it will throw an error. Okay, so if that condition meets, okay, so it will be checking that condition. So if that condition meets, so it will throw an error. So likewise, okay, we can identify like multiple okay so validations like within the system, and Salesforce okay offering some sort of okay standard validations. Okay, so already we have like standard validations like, so we have like, have you seen like something? Okay, so if you are just trying to create some data for the master detail, so did you get any error? So if you have like created okay so master detail, and then you are trying to create without adding data, so it is throwing error, right? So that is something okay mandatory. And even if we have just placed some fields at page layouts, okay, so those are mandatory. So when you are creating data, right, so these are all the okay mandatory fields. So if we have like mandatory fields, okay, so that is the first validation which is given by Salesforce, mandatory or required fields. So if you place okay mandatory or required fields, so by default okay Salesforce it will consider that, so it is a mandatory while you create data. Okay, so and that is the first okay it will be checking. So this is the first level of checking as a validation. So as a validation, okay, it is just validating the data. So whether is it a mandatory or not. Okay, so that is the first step it will be checking. Yes, okay, it is a mandatory and user has given some data. So let's take okay, I have a lookup or I have a master detail, but okay, so that record which user is entering, let's take okay Ramesh D, which is the doctor name, but okay user is entering like Ramesh P. So instead of selecting the values, okay, it's just entering like Ramesh P. So it will not consider that because the data which is not available in database for that object. So definitely it will throw an error, right? So that second part, okay, first part it will checking whether it is the data is available or not. Second, so it will be checking the data which is entered by that user, is it correct or not? Okay. So for that, okay, so it will be checking something called either it is it can have like something length, okay, so length issues or width issues. So those okay it will be checking. And then okay, so maybe something called okay so unique constraints, maybe okay, so it should have like specific formats. We have given like auto number, right? So auto number which will consider only like specific formats. okay, or maybe number. So if you just give number, so it will just check, okay, that formats. And the second, like it will be checking, is it like correct data type? Is it like correct data type? Okay, so if that is a wrong data type, let's take, okay, so you have given a number, you have given, like when you are creating a field type, so you have given a number, but okay, so the user is entering text. Okay, so what will happen? So within this case, like, do we have anything? Yeah, so you can see this postal code, so which is a number type, right? So ideally it should be a number type. So let me just, okay, write like this text me or something. Okay, I'm just trying to enter. Okay, so but right now it is picking up, but usually, okay, so it should have something called a number type. Okay, so but maybe they have given as a text format, so that is why it is picking up, but mostly so it should be a number format. Okay, so likewise, if you are giving number type, so if user is entering something, okay, text format, so it will throw an error. Like, okay, any other format, like if you are say, okay, mentioning like date format, but user is entering some sort of, okay, other information instead of date, so he's giving some other date. So then, like, it will be checking data type validation. Okay, so if you have like any kind of a data type related, so those data type validations, okay, we can see. And later, okay, so what it will check, so their width and length. Okay, so when we are creating a field type, we have given something called length, right? Like for every field type, like we are mentioning, okay, how many letters it should contain. Okay, so 10, 20, or 80, likewise. So we have created that, right? So you can go through it again. Okay, you can create like multiple fields. Okay, at that time, like you can see whether it is required, and then okay, so it will check for data type, and then okay, so it will check for length and width, and then okay, so it will be checking for unique constraints. So if any like unique, okay, values, like if you are mentioning, so let's take, okay, in which scenarios, like we will be using something called XML IDs. And okay, when you are creating a field itself, so let me just quickly create a new field so that, okay, it will be away much. So let's take, okay, auto number, which is a different format, and formula, okay, it will be like different format, so which will just relate 2 or 3 fields, okay, which relates based on like another field. And okay, so if you have like checkbox, but user is entering text, even, okay, so user cannot enter anything. So if you just mention checkbox, currency, okay, it will just consider only currency, likewise. So based on this data type, so it will pick only that information, right? So if you are just mentioning email data type, so it will just check only email data type. Okay, but when you are creating this, let's take, I'm creating for text, so text will consider both. Okay, which is a combination of letters and numbers. Just I'm just giving an example. So field label, you can see here, okay, field label, length, field name, and you can mention here, right, like length. So okay, how many characters it should have, like 80 characters, or max if you can give like 225 characters. Okay, so if you are giving like 20, so which is limited to 20 only. Okay, let's take user is entering okay, characters of like around, okay, 81. So it will throw an error. Okay, so it will showcase, okay, user, you cannot enter like more than 80 characters. So because it is strict to 80 only. So likewise, okay, if you just specify length or weight, so it will be checking that. Okay, so and the next, okay, you will have one more thing required. So I told, okay, if you place required this, so it will be applicable for all the, okay, page layouts, sorry, all the page layouts, and all as well as for all the profiles also. And if you can see like one more option here, like unique. So here, like, do not allow duplicate values on treat ABC, which is okay, which actually acts as a unique constraint. Okay, so if you are just mentioning this, okay, it will treat ABC, capital ABC, small ABC, both are different like this. Okay, so it will work as a like case sensitive. And you can have like one more external ID also. When, okay, we are connecting with third party systems or external systems, we will use this external ID. So this field, okay, which will be considered as a like unique record identifier. So likewise, okay, we can just some sort of IDs, like we can just view to a specific record. So in that case, we will use this like external ID. So this is one type of, okay, unique constraints. Okay, so likewise, so we can just control the data. So okay, based on this validations, so we can just get exact, okay, what data like business is required. Okay, so this is what about like these are like standard validations which are already given by Salesforce. Let's take, okay, what will happen. So if I want to create, okay, I don't want this.